Sometimes the most powerful lessons aren't the ones you learn in a classroom. They're the ones you just witness. It's that one unexpected moment that totally flips how you see things. Today, we're going to break down one of those moments and in the process, really get into the art of active listening.
So, it all kicks off with this simple thought. This isn't just a random memory. It's the start of a huge shift in how someone understands communication. It's the kind of thing that sticks with you for your entire career. So let's get into it. What really went down?
All right, to really get this lesson, you've got to picture the scene. This isn't some quiet, calm office setting. No. This is a place that's buzzing with pressure, where every single second counts and the stakes feel incredibly high. So, picture this. You're the new person, just trying to learn the ropes, shadowing a senior recruiter, and the whole office is just chaos. And then the phone rings. You pick up, and you can just feel the frustration coming through the line. This isn't just someone having a bad day. This is someone who feels completely and totally unheard.
And this is where the disconnect happens, right? Our first instinct, my instinct, your instinct, is to be the hero. Jump in, fix the problem, offer a solution, move on. But that's not where the other person is at. Their reality is just frustration. They're not looking for a fix yet. They're just desperate to be heard.
So just as our narrator is about to dive in with a quick fix, everything changes. The mentor steps in, and it's not with some loud correction, but with this quiet, simple piece of advice that just completely alters the direction of the whole conversation. It wasn't some big, dramatic speech. It was so subtle. Just a quiet gesture, a hand raised to signal, hey, just pause, and a whisper that would end up being the core lesson of this entire story. First, let them land. Wow, just 4 words. But think about that image for a second. It's not about a plane, obviously. It's about a person's emotions. It's about giving them the space to get all those turbulent, frustrated thoughts out in the open before you even think about doing anything else. So what does letting them land actually look like? Well, it's pretty simple, really. Step 1, you just don't interrupt. Bite your tongue. Step 2, you fight that natural urge we all have to jump in and solve it. And step 3, the hardest part, you just give them space. You let there be silence. That silence isn't awkward. It's an invitation. It says, I'm still here. Tell me more.
Okay, so that's the advice, but did it actually work? Well, the impact of this super simple technique was not only massive, it was almost instantaneous. This is where you see the theory meet reality, and the results are pretty amazing.
And I mean, we're not talking about a slow, gradual change here. The shift from tangled frustration to a sense of calm happened right there on that one call in what felt like a heartbeat. I mean, that's just wild. Less than a minute, 60 seconds of pure, uninterrupted listening was all it took to de-escalate the whole thing. The candidate's entire attitude changed, not because the problem was magically solved, but because, for the first time, they actually felt heard. And this is the real kicker. They didn't hang up and thank the recruiter for a job opportunity or a solution. They thanked them for their patience. It's just a huge reminder that so often the human connection we make matters way more than whatever the transaction is. So that one call, it wasn't just some useful tip learned on the job. It became a new foundation, a whole philosophy. That lesson went from being about one phone call to being about every single important conversation from then on.
So, what do we even call this superpower? Let's call it presence. It's not about having the perfect thing to say. It's about offering something so much more important, your full attention and a sense of calm in their storm. That emotional steadiness, that's the real gift.
Okay, so this is where it gets real for all of us. How do we take this amazing lesson from one person's story and actually start using it in our own lives? Because this isn't just about recruiting, right? This is about every conversation we have. And this is the question we really gotta ask ourselves. I mean, honestly, in the mad rush of our daily lives, are we just hearing the words someone says, or are we really listening for the feeling underneath those words? How often are we so busy thinking about what we're gonna say next that we miss the point entirely? So I'll leave you with this. Just think for a second about a time when someone gave you that gift, when they truly listened, when they let you land. It can completely change everything. And the next time you're in a conversation, just remember, you have the power to create that exact same moment for someone else.